What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another video, man. And today I'm going to preview and predict Monday night's big national championship game. You have the #1 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the #2 ranked Clemson Tigers. This is the first matchup between national championship matchup between two 14-0 teams, and the winner of this game is going to be the first team in this whole new era to have a 15-0 record, to finish this thing undefeated with a 15-0 record. When it to all you Alabama fans, when it comes to your football team, I don't like y'all. I can't stand y'all. I hate the fact that y'all playing for another national championship and LSU isn't. But with that being said, they've been a well-oiled machine all season, yo. You start at the quarterback position with Tua. Tua has coming. He had all the momentum from coming in the national championship game against Georgia last year at halftime and leading them back from being down 13-0 to winning, to throwing the game-winning touchdown pass to Devontae Smith, Louisiana native, to win the national championship. And he's done nothing but ride that momentum coming into this season. He basically didn't play in a fourth quarter until they played my LSU Tigers, which, they handled us pretty good, 29-0, whatever. But after that, they got tested against Georgia. He had a little ankle injury. Then in comes Jalen Hurts, who, a credit to him, he showed great resiliency. He showed a level of character that we all could take a little bit from, because he could have complained and whined and been a bad teammate all season. But what he did, at times they could put him in the game. At times, I remember again, they even threw him a pass, I want to say. And when Tua went down, he had his opportunity and his team needed him. He stepped up in a big way and he came through for his team. So this Alabama football team has two quarterbacks that could beat you. As far as in the backfield, they got Damian Harris, who is a bruising running back. They have Jacobs, who was out there he dang near decapitated a man from Oklahoma the other day, the way he ran him over going in for a touchdown. They have the highly touted running back from California, Najee Harris. Receivers, they got Judy, who was the Biletnikoff winner. They got Devontae Smith. They got Ruggs. They got Waddle. They got the big homie Irv Smith, the tight end, Louisiana native. Defensively, they got Quinnen Williams on that defensive line, who is unblockable. You cannot block this guy, yo. He is a man amongst men out there. You can't block him. Then you have Bugs also on the D-line, Louisiana native. You have Dylan Moses at linebacker, Louisiana native. And they got a solid secondary led by guys like true freshman Patrick Surtain Jr. Nick Saban gets his team here seemingly every year. This is what, the fourth straight year, I want to say? Yeah, it's the fourth straight year that they have played for a national championship, trying to win their third in the last 4 years. It's pretty remarkable in today's age of college football, with everything that's going on, with people transferring, obviously with people leaving early to go to the draft, and for them to still just every year put it together. And in the SEC is no joke. And for them to come out that thing every year seemingly and keep winning, I mean, it's something that you just got to respect. It's something that you got to give them credit for. Last game they went up against Oklahoma, and man, they jumped out on them 28-0. And after that, they kind of just put it on cruise control and ended up taking home what it was, a 45-34 win. They defensively now they could be they're a little more vulnerable to getting thrown over their head than they have been in years past. But to do that, you got to block them. They're still extremely tough to block. And offensively, this is the best offensive team that Nick Saban has had in his tenure at Alabama. Probably ever. Tua, he ain't had a quarterback like Tua. I seen a stat the other day when they said Alabama has had a first-round player at every position but quarterback. Tua will be a first-round draft pick after the year after next when he's eligible to go to the NFL draft. So they got it rolling, yo. Then you look at the Clemson Tigers, and with the exception of Alabama, this has become a dominant program also. They've started ever since Florida State has after Florida State went to won the national championship, and then went back to the college football playoff the year after that, where they got beat down by Oregon. Right after that, Clemson has they've been in the playoff every year. They came in that first year, they went toe-to-toe with Alabama, fell a little short. Following year, they got it done against Alabama. Last year, they played Alabama in the semifinal, fell short, and here they are again. And at first, I'm watching them roll. I'm like, well, maybe it's because they got Deshaun Watson. But nah, man, Dabo Swinney has done an excellent job with this football team. He has done an excellent job with this football program. He's getting great recruits over there. He's building it like it's an SEC program. He has big meat eater guys up front, unblockable guys on the defensive line. He's going after superstar quarterbacks, basically. He's getting solid running backs with Travis Etienne, Louisiana native, back there running the football with those receivers that he has. Hunter Renfrow, who we got to check his birth certificate, man. It seemed like Hunter Renfrow been playing at Clemson for about 10 years now, man. Like, he been there a while, man. I'm watching that game against Notre Dame, and I'm seeing him out there. I'm like, man, he's still out there? And I'm like, and I know Alabama people are also like, you mean to tell me we got to play him one more time? And what's funny is they played him last year, but, I mean, with all due respect to Kelly Bryant, I mean, he's not a good passing quarterback. So Renfrow was kind of irrelevant. Trevor Lawerence could throw the football. So Hunter Renfrow is a guy we got to watch out for again Monday night. I know they got other receivers that been doing their thing and stepping up, but Renfrow is the guy with the money on the table. That's the guy who Trevor Lawerence would want to look for Monday night. But it's amazing that he's still out there playing, yo. Defensively, it looked like they're going to be missing Dexter Lawrence, and that is a huge loss. They didn't really miss him, obviously, against Notre Dame, which Notre Dame, is very unathletic and very slow. So you ain't need all the bodies you could need going up against them. But against Alabama, especially with their running style and trying to put pressure on Tua, that is a huge loss for Clemson, yo. That is a huge loss. I know they still got Christian Wilkins, who is the all-world D-tackle out there also. But Dexter Lawrence, that's going to be a huge loss for Clemson. And it looks like he's not going to be able to play in this game also. And their defense, they're solid, but like Alabama, like unlike the last, you could move the ball on Clemson a little bit also, yo. They don't have a dime. If you block Clemson up front, you could kind of go over their head also, yo. And against Notre Dame, they started off a little slow. You could tell they was a little jacked up, had a little juices flowing. But then they just pulled away, man. Notre Dame loaded up to stack the run against Travis Etienne, which was the smart thing to do. Put the ball in even though he's talented, freshman, inexperienced quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, who I call him Trevor Sunshine Lawrence. He reminds me of Sunshine from Remember the Titans. But he did his thing, yo. Like, he went out there and there's people talking about in the next couple of years, he going to be the #1 player picked in the draft. And you could see it. He has good arm strength. He is accurate. He could throw on the run. He's good. He got good pocket presence. He's back there looking like a pretty prototypical quarterback. Like kind of like a Peyton Manning or somebody like that. But yeah, he did his thing. He showed out. He showed up against Notre Dame and he put that ball in the air. And they moved the ball up and down the field on Notre Dame once they got comfortable, once they started recognizing the blitzes, which I thought Notre Dame should have blitzed them a little more. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway. But early on against the blitz, he kind of struggled a little bit. But once he got comfortable in that pocket, like, he was letting that thing rip, yo. Like, he was letting it rip, and he was getting it to his playmakers to make plays for him down the field. As far as this prediction, when Alabama is on offense and Clemson is on defense, the key to Clemson is Man, like, I don't know, man. Like, Alabama could run it and throw it. That's what's so scary about this offense. But I guess you would have to say the key is stopping the run and trying to get pressure. Whenever Tua do go back to pass, try to put Alabama in obvious passing situations and try to let your D lineman like Wilkins get after Tua. Because their corners ain't going to be able to man up with Alabama receivers like that. So Clemson is going to have to put pressure on Alabama to get to Tua, to maybe try to force them into turnovers. Because one thing that Tua do struggles with a little bit is he holds on to the ball. Like, a lot of times when nothing open, instead of really throwing it away, he'll hold it a little long and sometimes take unnecessary sacks. And as far as the key to Alabama going up against Clemson defense is basically do what they do. Like, run the ball, use their RPOs, do what they've been doing. Like, basically, it's protect Tua is the key to them. Like, run the ball like they've been running and protect Tua, and you would think they're going to be all right. As far as when Clemson on offense and Alabama on defense, the key to Clemson offensively is block for Trevor, block Quinnen Williams. Give Trevor Lawerence time. If Trevor Lawerence, Sunshine has time, Sunshine could hit some people down the field, man. Like, they got some favorable matchups with their receivers against Alabama DBs. If Sunshine could get some protection, they could make some plays with Clemson receivers going down the field. And they gotta stay consistent with the run also. They gotta protect and they gotta stick with the running game. They can't be expecting to drop back and throw it 40, 50 times with Sunshine because Alabama will eat him alive. And as far as Alabama, the key to them is put pressure on Sunshine. Put pressure on him and see what because when the little few times Notre Dame put pressure on him, he looked a little rattled back there. So if Alabama could put pressure on him with Quinnen Williams and Bugs and those guys, like, they should be all right. All right. As far as my prediction, I think Clemson gonna play well. I think they're going to score a little bit. They're not going to score. I don't think they're going to score like Oklahoma ended up scoring. But I think they're going to score a little bit. I think it's going to be a competitive game for about 3.5 quarters or so. But I got Alabama winning this game, man. I'm going to go with 31-21. I think Alabama is going to beat Clemson 31-21. This team is just too good. Because in years past, if you just found a way to move the ball on them, you'll be all right. If you had a great quarterback and you move the ball on them, you'll be all right because they ain't going to put up points like that. With the exception of the one championship game that they had against Clemson when they beat them the first time. But with the exception that Alabama ain't going to put up points like that until this year, until Tua became the quarterback. And they got like an NFL-type precision passing attack to go along with a bruising running game. They could get picked apart in the secondary, but you got to block them. And it's hard to block them. So I'm going to go with Alabama in this game, 31-21. And yet, Nick Saban gets another national championship. And another championship for the SEC also. Let's be fair there. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go and give me a subscribe, man. I'm going to have NCAA content throughout the season. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.